presents I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to another fun-packed edition of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, which we're all most sorry to say is the last in the series. Sorry, that should of course read almost sorry to say. Last programme or not, it's still a pleasure to be able to call on some of the finest talent available in wireless entertainment. And the teams and I will be dropping by to visit them on our way back after the show. Meanwhile, let me introduce you to, on my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. Well, unfortunately, the lovely Samantha, our regular scorer, has been incapacitated whilst filming an educational video for the Finnish Naturist Association. The director, Jörgis Plank, said Samantha suffered slight chafing after standing too close to the accordionist in the picnic scene. So in her absence, please welcome the pride of the fjords, the delightful Sven. Right, our first round is entitled Celebrity Misquotes. It's not escaped my notice that while there are plentiful records and books documenting things that famous people have said, there are very few records of things they've never said. In fact, if it wasn't for the sun and the mirror, we'd have very little idea who hadn't said what at all. To this end, teams, I'd like you please to come up with some remarks that famous people, alive or dead, would never have said. And we're going to start with you, Barry.
Michelangelo. Sorry, I only do floors.
Willie.
Gandhi. Here, Mush, you trying to be funny?
Graham.
Peter Lilly. I'm retiring to run a charm school.
Tim.
This is the Pope. Are you all right for the weekend, sir? Mary Whitehouse, I'm a bum and tit woman myself.
Julius Caesar. Oh, come on. Is it Veiny, Veedy, Vicky or Wainy, Weedy, Weedy?
Malcolm Rifkind, and now on a lighter note.
Julius Caesar. Bloody Brutus, I knew you'd been in the thick of it.
Tony Slattery. Oh, I wouldn't appear on that.
It's now time for a round of pick-up songs, and as is customary, DJ Fluff Sven will spin some 12 inches on my gramophone and possibly even indulge in a spot of scratching. Personally, I blame his Hessian thong. The team should attempt to sing along. By some deft adjustments to my volume knob, at a certain point the music will drop out. If on its return, teams, you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points. And points mean prizes. I'm not going to give you the... To see you... This week's prize is an afternoon of Sassoon's hair care, where the lucky winner will have his head specially shaved during a recital of First World War poetry. Willie, you're going to start. Will you please accompany Ronnie Ronald singing The Lonely Goat Herd?
High on a hill was a
Lonely goat herd. Voice of the lonely goat herd. Folks in a town that was quite remote heard. Lusty and clear from the goat herd's throat heard. Oh ho, yay, tee-hee. Oh ho, yay, tee-hee. Oh ho, yay, tee-hee. Lay yoddle, yay, yoddle, hoo. Yay, yoddle, do. little A-E-T. Yay, oddle, ooh. Yay, oddle, yay, oddle, dee.
I didn't hear it drop out.
Oh, God.
15 out of 10.
Thank you.
Now, Tim, will you and Susan Morn please sing Bobby's Girl?
When people ask of me, what would you like to be? Now that you're not a kid anymore, I know just what to say. I answer right away. There's just one thing I've been waiting for. I wanna be Bobby's girl. I wanna be Bobby's girl. That's the most important thing to me. And if I was Bobby's girl, if I was Bobby's girl, what a faithful thing.
You were great! You were great! Okay, Graham, will you accompany Rolf Harris? Singing the Led Zeppelin classic Stairway to Heaven.
There are two.
there's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. All together now. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if those stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. All together now. With a word she can get what she came for. Virginia Bottomley. Oh, and it makes you wonder. How does it affect you blokes? Oh, and it makes us wonder. Interesting, that. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to make sure, 'cause you know sometimes words, you know sometimes words have two meanings. 'Cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. Makes you wonder, Rolf, doesn't it?
I don't know what you all clapped for. He wasn't anywhere near it. Barry,
Yes.
for the honour of your team, this is an easy one for you. Will you please accompany Luciano Pavarotti singing Guess What? Nessun Dorma.
Chorus.
And I Uncanny, Barry, uncanny!
I thought it was still the chorus bit.
Having had about 3 goes, he got it right in the end. Our next game is called Hard Sell. I'll be giving you a difficult or unattractive subject, teams, and you'll have 30 seconds in which to sell its redeeming assets to a totally uninterested, indifferent and apathetic audience. And that, of course, is where Colin Sell comes in. He'll be playing some backing music to which you should adapt your sales pitch. Okay? Barry and Graham, your subject is the Pit Bull Terrier. Colin?
The Pit Bull Terrier. Everything you look for in a dog. Your arm, your foot.
Loves children. On the bone.
Remember, a pit bull isn't just for Christmas. You may not last that long.
Come home to a pit bull terrier, and you'll never go out again.
Right, Tim and Willie, your subject is Lloyd's Insurers.
Bored, secure, more money than you need. Want a bit of excitement? Then why not become a name at Lloyd's?
It makes the morning newspaper so much more exciting to read that as the Mississippi rises, so your nest egg sinks slowly in the west. As California burns, you'll be down on your knees to Lady Archer, begging for mercy and 200,000 quid for a cup of tea.
Yes, you, Mr. Brooke-Taylor of 14 Acacia Avenue, will have the thrill of overhearing your friends say, "What a pillock." Serves him right, the greedy bastard. Yes, Lloyd's, the institution you can trust to ruin your life.
Right, and finally, Barry and Graeme, another one for you. This is Robert Maxwell.
He were a great cook, were Bob. I remember me mum sending me out for me dad's pension. She said, "No, lad, he's buggered off with it." And we laughed and we laughed and we laughed.
Is there something missing in your life? Get a Bob Maxwell. He's probably got it.
New improved Maxwell. Now with wings.
It's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. And I notice that a letter has flooded in from our regular correspondent, Mrs. Trellis of North Wales, who raises some interesting points, as ever. Her inquiry is too long to repeat in full, but the answer to your first question, Mrs. Trellis, is that variegated fuchsias prefer light, loamy soil in a sunny position, and cuttings may be taken from about mid-August. In response to your second inquiry, Dr. Bushatsky and Mrs. Ledwood strenuously deny all the charges. So I hope that's all cleared up. Now, since we're on a green-themed teams, pedestrian precincts will count double this week, and bus lanes are wild. So, Tim, will you start green Mornington Crescent?
Is that all bus lanes?
All bus lanes.
Right. Well, that
It
makes
just says bus lanes. It's not going to... I mean, it's going to take too long to specify some bus lanes and not others, isn't it? We'll be here all night.
Yeah, but bus lanes that are 24-hour bus lanes, or the ones that are just 7 a.m. till...
Is there usually only sort of 7 till 10, or...?
Not where I live.
Okay. You have buses where you live,
Once every 3 days, yeah. All bus lanes are wild, teams.
Okay.
And that's that. So, Tim, you're going to start now. It's green Mornington Crescent.
Friar Watch Avenue.
East India Dock Road.
Sorry. Kensington Church Street.
Piccadilly, bus lane, they're on. Can't drive down that one. Goes counter to the traffic. Goes the other way to the most of the traffic. Well, Piccadilly does.
Okay.
And then goes
Tim?
You turn off it down sort of Dukes.
Tim?
I was nearly knocked over on that one.
Really? Yeah.
Well, you do when you step off.
Well, you look the other way. You look the other way. Yes.
Tim, will you continue the game, please?
Terrifying.
I've said it.
What have you said?
Frognall.
Oh, thank you.
Barry was stepping off the
Hammersmith
curb.
Broadway. Bus lane, they're on.
There isn't a bus lane in Hammersmith
Yes,
Broadway.
there is.
No, there was.
I
There
know,
isn't
I was
now.
nearly knocked over there as well.
No,
You're
they've
never
covered-
knocked over for years, and then you're knocked over 3 times.
No bus lanes in Old Compton Street.
Arndale Centre.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Why? Well, which Arndale Centre? Are you lying, Arndale? Just a straightforward Arndale Centre?
I don't see why not.
In that case, Mornington Crescent.
Yeah.
Oh,
brilliant.
It's wild, you see. It's wild.
For years,
really
I cursed the day I had Tim Brooke-Taylor as a partner, but today, whoopee!
Thanks,
Yes,
Willie.
that was very.
Right.
That was a bit of a crafty move, Tim,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
I like it.
Allow that,
It's
you
okay.
allow anything.
Really dirty, that. Well done.
Are you criticising
Yes.
my judgment? Right, let's go on to the next game, on which you, Barry Crowder, will score absolutely no points. Our next round's called Noises Off. In this round, teams, you'll be asked to tell a story. However, to make these more interesting, you should illustrate your story with sound effects. The only problem is that you will have no control over which sound effects get played. As soon as the effects are played in, the story should change hands from one team member to the other, and so on until vast droves of listeners start asking difficult questions about the renewal of the BBC's charter. Right, Barry and Graeme, your story is Pinocchio. Graeme, will you start, please?
Once upon a time, there was a carpenter and toy maker whose name was Geppetto, who lived all alone with his cat and his goldfish and had a very lonely life making toys and clocks and similar pieces of carpentered toy-making equipment. And his loneliness was such that he decided that what he'd really like would be a little boy to keep him company. So, it's in the book. So, quick as a flash, he opened his tool cupboard.
Oh.
And lo and behold... Oh, dear. He whipped out his How to Make a Lovable Little Boy puppet manual. Because he had this burning desire, whatever it cost him, to be a single parent. So he began whittling away, and gradually the face began to emerge. And he looked at this face and thought, my goodness, it looks just like a... like a sheep joke.
Or a Barbie doll.
Oh. Said Jiminy Cricket. Well, before long, Geppetto had made the little boy puppet and he sat him proudly on a chair, but somehow it wasn't very satisfactory as a companion because obviously the puppet wasn't alive. So Geppetto went to sleep, and during the night when the house was quiet, the certain coloured fairy appeared. A siren indeed, this fairy, weaving about the room, just as Geppetto was tossing and turning in his bed trying to think of a name for his little wooden son. And he suddenly woke up and saw the dartboard with the line drawn in front of it. And there was a hatpin on his bed. Pin. Ocky. He thought, I shall call him Muffin. But he looked round. No sign of his new beloved wooden child. Oh, my goodness, cried Geppetto. I think I want to... call for help. What had happened during the night was that, of course, the fairy had brought the puppet to life, and the puppet had gone off looking for adventure in the world and fallen in with a bad set who taught him to be an actor. And at that very moment, the little boy Pinocchio, because he didn't like being called Muffin, thinking carpenter's crumpet, Pinocchio was appearing in his own very first show, and the curtain went up and the audience gasped as... Gladys Knight and the Pips appeared. At that moment, a mighty whale erupted into the theatre and swallowed him up. There he met... That was unbelievable.
You're in league with the devil.
Right, your turn, Tim and Willie. Your story is Romeo and Juliet. Willie, will you start, please?
Two families in Padua, the Montagues and the Capulets. Not the Montagues who have the Motor Museum, but the ones who hate Capulets. And Romeo is a Montague and Juliet is a Capulet, and they met at a dance. Trod on a foot.
Oh, look, there's the trade minister, said Romeo. Meanwhile, Tybalt, a Capulet, I've had a few on a Saturday night, and kills Mercutio. Romeo swears revenge.
Oh dear, says Nurse, he's out of bed again. I'd better go and try it. And she also tells Juliet, she said, well, I mean, if you fancy this young lad as well, I mean, you might as well, do the balcony scene.
Oh, look, there he is, kissing a friar. This story's changed, said Juliet. Friar marries Romeo to Juliet. Romeo goes off to kill Tybalt, and the friar has a cunning wheeze. It's his mobile phone.
I'm not going to answer that, he said. It'll ring out all the time. I'll write him a letter. Go away, he says, I'm a Trappist. Anyway, Juliet has her drink, and Romeo comes around and sees her lying on the floor, thinks she's dead, and kills himself. 3 times.
Meanwhile, the friar sends Romeo a letter, but he entrusts it to Group 4. Who say they've lost it.
So Juliet wakes up, and seeing Romeo lying on the floor now, with Group 4 on top of him, she kills herself.
Thus ends a barrel of laughs.
It's now time for a round of limericks, the simple rhyme scheme that was, as you would expect, originally devised in the Irish town of Cork. Teams, I shall provide you each with a vibrant first line, which I would like you to complete in limerick form, taking 1 line each. We're going to start with you, Willie. One evening on Crime Watch UK.
One evening on Crime Watch UK, my heart was quite stolen away.
When Nick Ross confessed
that he had pinched Sue Cook's vest.
And was exiled to Botany Bay.
How neat.
Graeme, here's one for you. Last night I was watching Blind Date.
when they brought on a chimp in a crate.
Scylla said, "Who's for you?" Uncanny.
And the chimp said, "You do."
And immediately started to mate.
Barry, here's one for you. If you find you enjoy Pebble Mill...
You're probably mentally ill.
Judy Spires is no slouch.
When it comes to the couch.
So lie back and keep perfectly still.
Right, jolly good. Our next round is something of a public service. It's called Censored Song. Offensive language and gratuitous smutty talk is far too widely available these days, especially on those 0898 phone lines advertised in the left-hand columns between page 27 and 46 of Exchange and Mart. Teams, I'll ask you each to sing a song, and using the in-house buzzer system to censor out anything liable to be offensive to the ear. The one obvious exception, of course, is musical accompaniment by Colin Sell. Tim and Willie, you've got to start. Will you please censor Shall We Dance from The King and I?
We've just been introduced.
I do now know you well.
But when the music started, something drew me to your side.
So many men and girls
Are in each other's arms. It made me think we might be similarly occupied. Shall we? On a bright cloud of music, shall we? Shall we? Shall we then say good night and mean good? Or perchance, when the last little star has left the sky, shall we still together with our around each other, and shall you be my new On the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen, shall we? Shall we? Shall we?
Okay. Right, Barry and Graeme, your turn now. Will you please censor the theme tune to the TV programme Robin Hood?
He called the greatest archers to a tavern on the green. They vowed to help the people of the king. They handled all the trouble on the English country scene and still found plenty of time to... Robin Hood, Robin Hood, through the glen. Robin Hood, with his band of men. By the band, by the good, Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood.
Very good. Well, we've not much of a programme left now, and in the words of Frank Sinatra, what do you mean, a wig? And now the end is near. Before we go, though, I'll squeeze in a round of Chef's Film Club. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to come up with some titles of films likely to be popular with members of the catering profession. And Barry, you're going to start, please.
Basted Instinct.
The Remains of the Dish of the Day.
Romancing the Stove.
The shepherd's pie who came in from the cold.
Thank you, Mother.
Desperately seeking croutons.
The Last Mango in Paris.
Mel Gibson's omelette. Oh, my mother's gone.
Crocodile done to a turn.
One of our soufflés is missing.
Gatto on a hot tin roof.
Cat on a gas Mark 7. Sweetbreads of youth.
Gone with the Vindaloo.
Rice pudding, the Mad Monk.
At which point?
Prawn free. Sorry. Elvis Parsley in Lovely Tender.
I hate to break into this flow of inspiration, but it's my doleful responsibility to break the bad news that that's all we've time for in the current series. Yes. A sad moment. I'm afraid the word current does seem to imply there'll be another one. We'll be making a short appearance on your wirelesses on Christmas Day, so until then, from the teams, Sven and myself, goodbye.
Brooke-Taylor, Barry Trial, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton have been given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. Once again, we're coming to you from the Theatre Royal in Bury St Edmunds. This historic town is swelled to overflowing during the annual carnival, when thousands of gaily clad dancers samba through the streets to the rhythm of the bongo beat. Towards dawn, a torchlit procession wends its way up nearby Sugarloaf Mountain. to watch the sun rise over Copacabana Beach. These are just a few of the town's pleasures, which make it unmistakably Bury St Edmunds. Or is that Rio de Janeiro? I don't know. Bury is also very near the university town of Cambridge, where our own Tim Brooke-Taylor got a very respectable 2-2. And I'm delighted to say he's wearing it for us. So, please welcome Tim with his Willie Rushton. And on the other side, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And if that weren't excitement enough, please welcome the lady who scores, the enchanting Samantha. We'll start off with a round called Historical Postcards. In this round, teams, I'd like you please to come up with some postcard messages, likely to have been sent by famous historical figures from a certain holiday destination. Tim, will you start, please?
This is from Julius Caesar, home to his wife Portia. Postmarked Londinium, 55 before something that hasn't happened yet. Reads, Hail Portia, Vicky, Vidi, Veni, or vice versa. Status quo, good, but Beatles better. Hail and pace. Sorry, hail a parce. Julius.
Barry Cryer.
This is Captain Cook from Sydney Bay. Dear James, counting every minute, Sydney.
Willie?
Captain Scott from the Antarctic. The weather's not up to much. Catering poor. Oates is popping out to post this now.
Graeme?
This is Nelson to Lady Hamilton. Having a great time at Trafalgar, apart from the pigeons. Captain Hardy has shown me great loyalty and affection, though I still have to remind him no tongues. Can't wait to be back with you. Hope the eye and the arm are enough to be going on with.
P.S. Please send half bottle of Optrex.
Willie?
Found this one from Wordsworth, from Tinton Abbey, saying, Dear Dorothy, have you got a rhyme for either Tinton or Abbey?
One from Adam to Eve.
Oh.
Weather here, wish you were beautiful.
Too clever.
Okay.
Wow.
Any more? Right. Now it's time for the delightful game Pick Up Song. When Samantha cranks up the handle of my gramophone, teams, you'll hear some rattling good numbers, which I'd like you please to sing along to. At a random point, Samantha's spare hand will reverse rotate my volume knob, causing the music to drop out. If on its return you're closer than half a crotchet to the original, I'll be awarding points. And points mean prizes. What do prizes mean? A sharp lot in there. Very simple. This week's prize is a fabulous skiing trip to Swiss Cottage. Barry and Graeme, will you please sing along to We're a Couple of Swells? And I'd like the part of Fred Astaire to be taken by Graeme Garden and that of Judy Garland by Barry Cryer.
We're a couple of swells. We stop at the best hotels, but we prefer the country far away from the city smells. We're a couple of sports, the pride of the tennis courts.
In June, July and August, we look cute when we're dressed in shorts. 2, 3, 4. The Vanderbilts have asked us up for tea. We don't know how to get there, no siree. No siree.
10 points, but Graeme loses 12 for counting out loud. Tim and Willie, will you please accompany Julie Andrews and Rex Harrison singing The Rain in Spain? That's Tim Brooke-Taylor as Rex Harrison and Willie Rushton as Julie Andrews.
A lifetime ambition realised.
The rain in Spain says men in the plain.
I think she's got it. I think she's got it.
The rain in Spain says men in the plain.
By George, she's got it! By George, she's got it! Now once again, where does it rain?
On the plain! On the plain!
And where's that soggy plain?
In Spain! In Spain!
The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain. Boom, bada, boom, boom, boom. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. In Hartford, Hereford and Hampshire,
Hurricanes hardly happen. Bom, bom, ba, bom, 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 bom. How kind of you to let me come.
now once again, where does it rain?
On that plane, on the plane.
And where's that blasted plane?
It's still in bloody Spain.
The rain in Spain says rain.
They were nowhere near it, but since they got exactly the same amount of applause from the audience, I suppose I better give them the same amount of marks, -2. Somewhat against my will, I must give in to pressure from listeners and provide Colin Sell with something to do in this round. So, Colin, will you please accompany Richard Clayderman playing Strangers in the Night? According to Samantha, that's Colin Sell 7, Richard Clayderman 1. Our next round is called tag wrestling. It's loosely based on a variation of professional wrestling, which is often accused of being rigged. However, I can put my hand on my heart and say there's nothing professional about this at all. Teams, I shall give you both the tagline to a story. I shall then start one team telling a story to fit their punchline. When I do this, a member of the opposing team should take up the story and make it fit their punchline, and so on. Barry and Graeme, your punchline is this. So that's where the plutonium was hidden, exclaimed Schuler as the sheep ran out of the kitchen. Tim and Willie, your punchline is, and to prove it, Inspector Morse pulled off Mrs. Bottomley's rubber mask to reveal her true identity. Barry and Graeme, you've had a long time to consider, so will you start your story, please?
Which?
Graeme.
Oh. It was a fine sunny morning in Ambridge as Tom Forrest wandered down the hill towards the Bull. What are you up to? What are you up to this morning, Schuler? He inquired.
I'm on my way to Oxford, where Mrs. Bottomley is making a speech on behalf of the health service with her husband, Roy. Remember him?
He's going down. Nobody remembers him. He was buried with Eamon Andrews.
And Mrs. Bottomley is making this speech on behalf of the National Health Service. I can't wait to hear that. She was slightly potty, young Shula, but she went into the... why can't you just lost that buzzer? She went into the lecture room and...
Meanwhile, back in Ambridge... Have you heard about the missing plutonium subject, Polly? Never mind that. Get the sheep out of my kitchen, cried Shula.
Oh, my word, said Walter Gabriel.
Through a medium.
Oh, Shula's dead. We have to go to the funeral. I can tell you who did it, said Inspector Morse, haltingly, from round the back of Mrs. Bottomley.
Meanwhile.
What do you mean, meanwhile?
Meanwhile, back in Oxford.
That's where we were.
Where the real Shula had gone to hear Mrs. Bottomley's lecture. Shula suddenly found herself offering Mrs. Bottomley a cup of tea. I'll pop into the kitchen to make it. Thank you very much, said Mrs. Bottomley. They heard as Shula opened the kitchen door. Well, the mystery is solved.
But of course it wasn't, because Shula was wearing a rubber mask to reveal her true identity, and to prove it, Inspector Morse...
I must admit, I haven't the faintest idea who Shula is. And to prove it, Inspector Morse pulled off Mrs. Bottomley's rubber mask.
Too late, I buzzed. So if it wasn't for the buzzer, I don't think I'd get through that game.
That wasn't a buzzer, Tom.
Well, you know what it is. I don't know what it is.
It's a hooter.
If you're going to be quibbling, can I ask you what you meant by saying Shula put on her rubber mask to reveal her identity?
I didn't.
Just to make an make a mistake about a buzzer, so you watch out, because
she was wearing a rubber mask.
To reveal her identity. Let's go on to the next game.
Oh.
And quite reasonably, it's entitled Doctor's Jargon. In this round, team members are invited to suggest some familiar phrases habitually uttered by doctors and nurses, together with an explanation of what they really mean. Remember, teams, it's all too easy to make a cheap joke at the expense of the medical profession. So let's get on with it. Sorry, will you start, please?
You may experience some discomfort. Or you could go private.
There's a lot of it about. This means I've got that. What are you taking for it?
All I actually had, which was... I should try and cut down on the booze, if I were you, old man. Which I think means, blimey, you drink nearly as much as I do.
Graeme?
When the doctor says, I'll ask Nurse Simpson to come in here and then you can slip your things off, means Nurse Simpson likes a good laugh.
You won't feel a thing. Means you'll be dead.
I wouldn't worry if I were you. I'd panic.
You just need a little specimen. You won't be able to do anything for a while, and then you'll be terrified it's going to overflow. You've been there too.
Any more?
The doctor says, I hope my hands aren't too cold. It means I've lost all sense of feeling since that party last night.
Okay, it's now time... Okay, it's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. In view of what they see as the recent complication of standard play, many listeners have requested that we adopt a simplified version of the game. So for this week only, teams, Stovall's defence is still allowable during forward triangulation, but back doubling may only be attempted after a northern approach. Have you got that? Stowell's defence still allowable during a forward triangulation, but back doubling may only be attempted after a northern approach. Well, we can't make it any simpler than that. Okay, Tim, will you start, please?
Only after a northern approach? Or is that an option?
I didn't mean start quibbling, I mean start playing the game.
That's a fair question.
Yeah. Do you get Stowell's defence forward triangulation only after, or can we have the choice?
You can have a choice.
Right, so
if
Berkeley
it makes you feel
Square.
happy. Berkeley Square.
Hay Hill.
Say,
Wood Lane.
Ha ha ha.
Baron's...
No, I did.
He said court.
He did.
Oh, no. Sorry. Triangulation. It's not... It's not a back double. It's a fact. Not a good follows Hay Hill.
Yeah.
Baron's Court. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Baron's Court.
Oh, blast.
Oh, no, sorry, not Baron's Court. Yeah, no, that's all right. Baron's Court. That'll do. That'll make 20 moves in the first hour, Tim.
The embankment.
Northumberland Avenue.
Yeah.
Ah, a tribute to Stowell coming up. Parliament Square.
Well done.
Tee-hee, tee-hee. If the audience knew anything, they'd be cheering. They'd be... Thank you.
Hold it, Willie. That wasn't during forward triangulation.
No,
surely.
quite.
Well,
If it wasn't.
It wasn't.
yes, you knew
I
that.
like them while they were cheering. Whooping with pleasure.
That was only one or two of the audience.
Yeah.
The rest are looking very smug now.
I think you just about get by with that move.
That's
I
what...
think so.
Well,
I think you'll find it's rather good.
Okay, Graham, carry on.
Mornington Crescent.
that's fine.
Now, if we're talking forward triangulation, come on,
Certainly
it's
not.
cocky.
Yes?
You took
I'm getting
undue advantage of a certain amount of confusion that was going on there.
Yeah. I'm getting a thumbs up from the Grand Master's room.
Well, they've got a lot of time to kill in there.
Now, I think we'll have to... I don't think I can allow that, Graham.
No?
No.
No.
I think the simplest thing is for you to make an alternative move. I mean, normally you would be penalised. But that would mean starting the game again, and I couldn't stand it. Go on, Graham, quickly now. Can we speed this up a bit?
Okay, Baron's Court.
Farm Avenue.
Cromwell Road.
Kensington Church Street.
Hay Hill.
Yeah.
The embankment.
Mornington Crescent.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, I can see that coming.
Here is the Nigel
Very
Short.
good. That's one of the best games we've had. It's now time for a round of those amusing 5-line nonsense poems made popular by the likes of Edward Lear, which history tells us were originally devised by an itinerant Irishman with a fondness for rhyme. Apparently the idea came to him just as he was passing a signpost, and that name has been with us ever since. So, teams, let's now play a round of Major Roadworks Ahead. Or, as some people call them, limericks. I shall furnish you each with a fecund first line, which I'd like you to continue, taking one line each. And I'm going to start with you, Tim. The best way to read Conan Doyle.
The best way to read Conan Doyle is sitting astride Katie Boyle.
Let me just savour the picture for a moment. When she cries PTO,
That's the moment to go.
There are some things from which I recoil.
Barry, here's one for you. While pretending to read some Voltaire...
strange noises emerged from my chair.
George Bernard Shaw Said no plot, that's all. Said, I'll open the door.
Thank God for a breath of fresh air.
Willie, your first line is, while tucked up in bed with a Proust.
While tucked up in bed with a Proust, I was suddenly violently goose. When I turned around, to my horror, I found
Barbara Cartland with corsets unloosed.
Finally, one for you, Graeme. There's a lady who reads Mills and Boon.
By the light of the silvery moon.
She loves all the stories.
And votes for the Tories.
they'll be coming to get her quite soon.
The next round's a musical one. When one considers the great partnerships of world history, the coupling of Sooty with the hand of a fully grown man is bettered only by the lyrical combination of the Swanee whistle and the kazoo. Teams, I'd like you to celebrate that great musical combination for us now. You'll be accompanied by Colin Sell on the piano. So, if music be the food of love, prepare to go on a crash diet. Tim and Willie, your song is Titwillow, and it's to feature Willie Rushton on kazoo and Tim Brooke-Taylor on Swanee whistle.
Hang on.
Barry and Graeme, your song is A, You're Adorable, and this one will feature Barry Cryer on the kazoo and Graeme Garden on the Swanee whistle.
Do you remember when you had to pay for a radio license?
Well, time flies when you're enjoying yourself, which explains why I feel like I've just spent 3 days in the departure lounge at Gatwick Airport. Before we go, let's have a quick round of Zookeepers Film Club. Teams, as you would expect, I'd like you please to suggest some titles of films likely to be popular with an audience of zookeepers. Willie, you're going to start this one.
Panda and the Flying Dutchman.
Camel. Ot.
The Gnu's of Navarone.
And there's Dove Story, starring Ali McCaw and Ryan O'Neill.
And Hippo Marx. And Leopard Nimoy.
Farewell to armadillos.
The koala miner's daughter.
The koala purple.
She wore a yellow gibbon.
Oh, memories.
Hippopocalypse Now.
The Seventh Seal.
Oh, what a lovely warthog.
The Parrots of Penzance.
12 Angry Gerbils.
Unfortunately, we have to say now...
What's new, duck-billed platypussycat? Thank you for that applause.
There's a girl in marsupial.
We do have to say now...
Robo-Cobra. Oh, sorry.
The outlaw Minky Wales.
No, I was
Termites
going to say
of
that we've
endearment.
clearly overstayed our welcome by about 15 years. Join us again next week. In the meantime, it's goodbye from us all. Goodbye.
Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton have been given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the show that does as much for the reputation of wireless broadcasting as Lord Reith did for Australian rules ferry juggling. Today we're the guests of the Theatre Royal in Bury St Edmunds. Before I introduce the teams, I should warn you that you may detect a slight hint of bad feeling from them. This is due to a simple misunderstanding over the invitation to Bury St Edmunds. Unfortunately, they mistook it for an invitation to Bury Noel Edmonds, so you can imagine the disappointment. Anyway, here they are. On my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And finally, a warm hand, please, for the lady who makes sure the teams don't fiddle with their points. The very delightful Samantha. Right, our first round is neatly explained by its title, Wuthering Hillocks. As the recession continues to bite and the green shoots of recovery still remain unseen in the compost of the entertainment business, I'd like you please, teams, to suggest some low-budget versions of popular films, plays, musicals and TV programs. Tim, will you start, please?
Yes, Salman Rushdie's had second thoughts, and he's produced Satanic Limericks. Do you want me another one from me?
No, we can't.
Not a bad judge.
Let's have one from Barry.
1 inch in the grave.
Willie.
5 guys called Half a Mo.
Graeme.
Yes, Starlight Express becomes Network Southeast.
Lady Chatterley's pen pal.
Have I got newts for you?
Accidental death of a Liberal Democrat.
To save money, the Open University are taking over, making some of the popular TV programmes, such as Crime and Punishment Watch UK, Richard Madeley and Judy Finnegan's Wake, and, of course, Challenge Anna Karenina.
Well, there's Andrew Lloyd Webber's cheapo touring service. Kittens. Jesus Christ Super Bingo. And Joseph in his amazing brown trousers. The nervous performer. Raging Bullock. Quick while you're behind, Tim.
And you are.
Fun stuff.
In time-honoured tradition, round one is going to be followed by round two, and this is the popular musical round, Antithetical Duets, in which our two teams each sing a well-known song. It's not to be confused with antisocial duets, in which our two teams each sing a well-known song. Here's how you play, teams. Each of you has a song. Well, that's a start, anyway. The first team should sing their song until they hear this, at which point the second team should start singing their song. And when the second team hear this, the first team should take up their song from the precise point they left off, and so on. When you hear this, there's someone at the front door. It's basically a game of ungainly musical interruptions. Which reminds me, Colin Sell will be accompanying you on the piano. Tim and Willie, your song is Sailing, and Barry and Graeme, your song is All the Nice Girls Love a Sailor. Tim and Willie, will you start, please?
I am sailing, I am sailing, over again. All the nice girls love a sailor, all the nice girls love a tar, for there's something across the sea. I am sailing, stormy waters, to be near about a sailor. Well, you know what sailors are, bright and breezy, to be free, free and easy, there's the lady's pride. I am flying, I am joy, falling up with Kate and Jane, ladies all singing like a bird across the sky. Again, ship ahoy, ship ahoy. To be with you, to be free.
Well, the audience didn't think much of that. Our next round is called Close Quotes. I shall provide you each teams with a well-known proverb, which I'd like you to complete. Points will be deducted for correct answers. We're going to start with you, Barry. Many hands make...
A lot of fingers.
Tim, when in Rome, do...
What the mafia tells you. Only joking, honestly.
Willie, gather ye rosebuds while...
Gather ye rosebuds while she's not looking.
Graeme, a fool and his money...
Are welcome at Lloyd's.
Barry, if the cap fits...
Better safe than sorry.
And finally, Tim, do you like another one?
Yes, please.
A little learning is a...
New educational policy.
Right, open house now. Have anybody got any more?
Blessed are the meek, for they can be kicked about.
Ask no questions and you'll be told, well, nothing really.
Kill not the goose that lays the golden girls.
The devil finds work for Jeremy Beadle.
What better point than to go on to the next game, which is called Word for Word. These are the rules. One team member starts by uttering a word drawn from a selection limited only by his imagination. It's stiff, that rule. His teammate should then say a word completely unconnected with the one before. The opposing team may challenge if they notice a connection. We've got a new high-tech buzzer affair here, so your challenges might go unheard, I don't know. Won't make any difference to the score, which has already been completed by Samantha on my left. Barry, will you start, please?
Theodolite.
Nose.
Cummerbund.
Friend.
Challenge there from Willie.
Me, the friend who has a cummerbund. And vice versa.
It's known as the fat man's
I am
friend.
the cummerbund's friend.
Yeah. There's a song, isn't there? I am the cummerbund's friend.
I am the friend of the passing cummerbund.
Yes, you convinced me. I'll allow that.
Okay. There's a secret society in South Africa, the Cummerbund.
Tim and Willie, carry on.
Scrumpy.
Trouser.
Challenge there from somebody, but the light hasn't gone on. I should say it's Barry, because he's looking eager.
I think Graeme pressed before I did.
I did indeed,
Oh, that you fused the damn... Graeme, challenge from Graeme.
Oh. Well, the second line of the song, I am the friend of the passing cummerbund, keeps my scrumpy trousers up. Yeah.
You had a clever challenge.
That's what I thought.
Not allowed, but clever.
Right.
Okay, carry on.
Bifocals.
Bassoon.
Timetable.
I'm pressing my buzzer and nothing's happening.
It's happened before.
Sorry, was somebody speaking?
Oh, wait a minute. I'll tell you what's happened. It's quite interesting.
It says batteries not included.
You're entitled to know back home what's happened. They've stuck the names, Barry and Graeme on and Tim and Willie on, with sticking plaster, and Barry and Graeme's names have been stuck over the little light that goes on. Now I think we're okay. We're in business. Challenge from Graeme.
Try again, Barry.
Challenge from Barry.
As I remember, it was bifocals followed by bassoon, was it not? It's a well-known fact. You can't play the bassoon without bifocals.
Nonsense. Absolutely nonsense.
You can't. You look down at a bassoon while you play it.
If you have to look down, you can't play it properly.
Curtain.
So current.
Anyway, I'll allow that. Because it's really more fun having games with this buzzer thing than it is actually playing the proper rules.
Plinth.
Adenoid.
Challenge from Willie.
A major character in the opera Aida is Prince Adenoid. He's countertenor with a speech defect.
Among other things.
Oh.
Anyway, Tim.
Stool.
Sten gun.
Spam. Spot. Grease.
Gross.
Jelly.
Roll.
Microdot.
Bolton.
Humphrey.
Lyttelton. Chris. Barber. Kenny. I can't help you there.
Challenge from Graeme.
Plinth adenoid.
He used to play with Kenny Ball.
It is not without reason that our next round is entitled Break It Gently. In this round, teams, you must both take turns to assume the role of celebrities. While the audience endeavours to suspend its disbelief, the opposing team should attempt the task of gently breaking an item of imminent bad news to them. Barry and Graeme, you're to go first, and I'd like you to please assume the identities of Esther Ranson and Desmond Wilcox. Your imminent bad news will now be revealed to the audience via the megabyte magic of our giant laser display. Now, here's the mystery voice for listeners at home.
They're about to be sent by the BBC to join Brian Blessed on the Everest expedition.
OK, now, Tim and Willie, start breaking the news gently to them, please.
Esther, how is your head for heights?
Heights. Oh, you're Esther. Right.
I wondered whether they could tell Desmond after all these years.
Yes.
Have you got a passport you can use at the moment?
I have a passport I can use at the moment. I suppose this...
And an equity card?
This new... and an equity card. This job entails going abroad, leaving these shores, this new booking.
Well, Desmond's smarter than I thought.
And acting in a high place.
In a high place. Crampons mean anything to you?
Oh, crampons. Nothing to do with Brian Blessed on Everest, is it?
He's in league with the devil.
We're going to climb Brian Blessed.
We're going to...
You were about to be sent by the BBC to join Brian Blessed on the Everest expedition. OK, now, your turn, Tim and Willie. You'll be assuming the roles of the Chippendales, and your news is now being broadcast on the laser display, while here again is the mystery voice.
There's going to be a hosepipe ban. There's going to be a hosepipe ban.
It's got to be dirty to get that sort of laugh in Berry.
I can't sing that high.
Nurse?
That's the Chippendale.
Am I Chip and you Dale?
I'll be Dale if you'll be Chip.
All right. That's okay by me, Dale.
Are you all right?
Yep.
OK.
So chopping our tree down, then.
Chipmunks, you fool.
Oh, chipmunks.
Yeah, but they're called Chip and Dale.
Yes, because you'll be Chip and I'll be Monk.
Yeah. They're called Chip and Dale.
All right.
Yeah.
OK, Graeme and Barry, start breaking your news now, please.
Don't quite know how to tell you this, but...
The show's all right. You don't have to cancel the show.
The show's fine. Everything you're doing is fine, but...
Everything you're doing is fine.
This may lessen the appeal somewhat, but sure you'll
To certain
get over that.
certain members of the cast.
Indeed.
We've got to take the socks out of our G-strings.
There's been no mention of socks.
No mention of socks.
No.
Anything to do with my finely shaped pectorals? I'll just throw that in.
If it is, you've got a terrible sense of direction. Legislation is involved, actually.
Is it something?
Following the recent drought.
It's becoming disgusting in my mind. They're no longer literary songs, but to be some approved, EC-approved material.
A thong for Europe, you mean?
Could it be something to do with the cold weather? No.
No.
That's always my excuse.
Barry...
Following a drought, that was a good clue.
Well,
it was the inspiration for the Michelin
What
Man.
legislation follows in drought-like times?
Well, that's like the socks we could have had around a bit. Hosepipe ban.
I always use socks myself.
So did I. Marks and
Safe
Spencer.
socks.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 20 points for that on the assumption that they cut out all the bits between socks and hosepipe. Now it's time for a round of children's classics. It's come to my notice that with the continuing decline in educational standards, it's becoming increasingly difficult to interest today's children in our great literary heritage. In recent exam results, some pupils seem to suggest that George Eliot was a woman, just like Jane Austen, Emily Bronte, and Evelyn Waugh. It's not worrying. Teams, with this in mind, I'd like you please to come up with children-friendly versions of some literary set texts, taking care to include some of their favourite characters. Tim and Willie, I'd like you to start by telling the story of Macbeth.
Mr. Macbeth, the new gardener, now that Mr. McGregor had gone off to be Minister of Transport, is riding along when he sees three weird figures.
Hubble, bubble, toil and trouble,
said Flopsy.
Hail Thane of Corder, said Mopsy. Fancy an eye of Newt, said Cottontail.
So, Mr. Macbeth, the gardener, murdered King Duncan with the help of Mrs. Macbeth. And they buried him at the bottom of the cabbage patch.
And Mrs. Macbeth said, "Is this a carrot that I see before me?" Meanwhile, Peter Rabbit said to his mother, "The English army are pulling up all the lettuces and putting them on their heads."
His mother replied, "They're disguising themselves as Boreham Wood." Go and wash your ears.
What are we going to have for dinner in the absence of lettuce, Mama?
Bits of King Duncan, said Mother, which I have dug up. I'm sick of being a bleeding vegetarian.
Exit stage left.
The face at the window was played by John Junkin.
Is Colin in charge of some more exotic machine than he normally has, or was that music being played in?
I don't know, he's always barging in.
Right, thank you.
I'll cue you if I want music. Your turn, Barry and Graeme, and I'd like you to provide a version of Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot.
It was a beautiful day in the garden, and two funny little men were waiting among the flower pots. Said Vladimir. Replied Estragon. This went on for some time.
Weed!
Good idea, said Vladimir. So they had another smoke. They were sitting there feeling very happy when down the path came a funny-looking man. Hello, I'm Mr. Godot. And behind him came another funny little man.
Hello, I'm Mr. Godot.
And would you believe it, children, behind him came yet another funny little man.
Hello, I'm Mr. Godot. Blop, blop.
Typical, said Vladimir.
Blop, 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 blop.
You wait ages for a Godot, then three of them come along.
Very good. Our next round is entitled Just a Minute, which of course takes its name from that popular show hosted by Nicholas Parsons, Sale of the Century. In it, one team member should attempt to sing a song of my choosing without repetition, hesitation, deviation, or repetition. A member of the opposing team may challenge by using his buzzer. Do please remember that excessive buzzing is likely to drown out the accompaniment provided by Colin Sell. Another good way is to use a pneumatic drill. The song is Maria from West Side Story. Graeme, will you start, please?
Maria, I've just met a girl named Charlotte, and suddenly that name will never be the same to me. Joanna, I've just kissed a young woman by the moniker of...
Challenge from Willie Rushton.
Well, I'm still waiting. Suggesting hesitation to me. And not of a musical nature.
There's also a repetition of B flat.
That doesn't count.
Oh.
I'll accept Willie's.
Oh.
You rephrase that.
In view of what?
Being paid in kind, are we?
That should do nicely.
I thought there was a hosepipe.
So, Willie, do you want to continue the song?
Drusilla, and suddenly I found how wonderful a sound could be. Lobelia, say it loud, and there's music playing. Oh, it's all right. Whisper it soft, and it's almost like praying. Elsie, I'll never stop saying, Dorothy.
Oh, a late challenge by Barry.
Deviation from the tune at that point.
Oh, friend of Dorothy never deviates.
Actually, as we come to the end of the song, there's not much point in me giving you that challenge, Barry, because you haven't got... Or do you want to go on with something else?
Well, back to your place if you... We should better do the show
Let's do
first,
another song. Can we have a bit more energetic buzzing? Because otherwise we only get 2 buzzies per song, and that's not giving the listeners value for money. Challenge from Tim.
Well, that's just one in the bank for me.
I'll remember that.
Okay.
Here, right, you're going to start this one, Tim.
Oh, thanks, Hump.
Right. Where have all the flowers gone?
Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Has anybody seen the plants? A great deal of ages in the past. Somebody please give me vegetation. Whereabouts? The girls have picked them, everyone. When will they ever learn? At what time is it that they will understand?
Challenge from Barry.
Repetition of will.
Yeah, I heard it distinctly.
Start on me again.
Also, 20 minutes ago, he deviated slightly. Carry on, Barry.
So this is the subtext. Where have all the young girls gone? Long time passing. Yeah.
Challenge from Tim.
We had your long time passing in the first verse.
But I didn't sing that.
You didn't sing the first bit.
There's no answer to that.
I don't even think I know what I mean.
A ruling, Hump, a ruling.
Anybody not had a go?
The lady in the third
Graeme,
row.
carry on. Carry on, Graeme.
Where have all the young girls gone? Long time ago.
Well,
What's happened to the birds then? They've taken husbands, everyone. When will they ever learn? What time does school start again?
Challenge from Willie.
Slight hesitation, dare one more.
Definitely going into deviation.
He wasn't. He was trying to synchronise with that rambling accompaniment. I don't blame him, honestly.
No, it's not easy to assemble your thoughts with Colin playing behind them. It's not it?
never been the same since he found out how to open the lid.
Well, it says here that's almost all we've got time for. Though that's just long enough, I think, for a quick round of Motor Mechanics Film Club. So, teams, while Samantha nips out to warm up her little Morris, I'd like you please to come up with some titles of films likely to be popular with the motor trade. Tim, you're going to start this one.
The Hatchback of Notre Dame.
Die Larder.
Paint your Volkswagen.
Robin Reliant, Prince of Thieves.
Shakespeare films very popular with motor mechanics.
Oh, yeah?
Alfa Romeo and Juliet. Comedy of Sierras. Much Ado About Vauxhall.
Starring Richard Gere. Fiddler on the Roof Rack.
Lady Chatterley's Rover.
One of our airbags is Nissan.
touch of Hillman minks.
Dipstick on your collar.
Virginia mechanic in lead-free.
That's with Subaru the elephant boy.
Dynamic lady whose car always starts first time and never leaves a push. It's Cortina Turner in What's Shove Got to Do with It?
That really is...
Elvis Presley in Love Me Fender.
That really is all we've got time for, ladies and gentlemen. Join us again next week. Meantime, from the teams and myself, goodbye.
Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton will be given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome again to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the show which does for entertaining panel games what being hit repeatedly on the head with a large croquet mallet does for small frogs. Or so I'm told. It gives me great pleasure to welcome our regular teams of, on my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And would you finally welcome, with a face to launch 1,000 rockets, our scorer, Samantha. Hey! We're going to start off with a round called Translations. In this round, I shall provide the teams with some obscure foreign words or phrases which I'd like them to translate. Tim now, bona fide.
Good dog.
Barry, droit de seigneur.
The gents is on the right.
Willie, here's yours. Crash.
A car accident in Woking.
Graeme.
Also say Bing.
Graeme, après ski.
Plaster of Paris. Or I've finished the yogurt.
Tim, fin de siècle.
Fin de siècle. Cycling enthusiast.
Barry, how about this one for you? Carpe diem.
Fish of the day.
Willie, one right up your street now. B-Day.
Right. 2 days before D-Day. Hence the old song. Ah, B-Days are here again.
Graeme, finally, magnum opus.
Magnum opus. A big Irish cat.
That was fun. Has anybody got any more?
Avant-garde. Next to last coach on the train. Non compos mentis. I don't think that's meant to be fertilizer. Sub Judice, the Israeli underground system.
Après nous le déluge, the lavatory's blocked.
Okay, our next round is entitled Singing Relay, in which teams, I'd like you please to sing a well-known song, but taking alternate words between you. You'll be accompanied by Colin Sell on the piano. Incidentally, new listeners to the programme may be interested to know that Colin Sell was a member of several pop groups in the 60s and 70s, some of which became quite well known after he'd left them. There was Colin and Garfunkel, Dave, Dee, Dozy, Beaky, Mick, Titch and Colin, the Electric Light Piano, and perhaps most interestingly, the Jackson 6. Anyway, on with the round now. Tim and Willie. What round are we playing, by the way? Hang on a minute. Your song is The Deadwood Stage.
The Deadwood Stage is rolling on over the plains, with the curtains flapping and the driver slapping the reins. Beautiful sky, wonderful day. Whip that way, whip away, whip that way. Oh, the Deadwood Stages are heading over the hills, where the engine arrows are thicker than dangerous land, no time to delay. Whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away.
Okay, Barry and Graham, your song is If My Friends Could See Me Now.
If they could see me now, my little dusty group, traipsing round this $1 million chicken coop, I'd hear those thrift shop cats say, brother, get her drape on a bedspread made from 3 kinds of fur. All I can say is, wow, wait till the riff and raff see just exactly how he's tied this autograph. What a build up! Holy hell, they'd never believe it if my friends could see me now.
Oh, I've enjoyed myself for the first time in 20 years. Let's do it again. Teams, I'm going to introduce a round now called Commentaries. In it, I shall ask each team member to provide a commentary on a particular historical event, but in the style of my choosing. Tim, you're going to start this one. World War II in the style of a parish magazine.
Last Saturday, Mr. Chamberlain, reading from a piece of paper, introduced Mr. Hitler, who kindly opened the proceedings with an amusing speech or two and an impromptu invasion of Poland. Later, Mr. Churchill, standing in for Mr. Chamberlain, organised some games on the beaches and was particularly fulsome in his praise of the few who took part in the aerial display. The WI, as usual, did a splendid job feeding 50 million, and their spam store was a great success. Winners included Dame Mara Hess, dried egg and spoon race, Charles de Gaulle, potato most like its owner, Mussolini's silliest walk. And, as usual, everyone sat on the greasy poles. Mention should be made of some Americans who appeared rather late in the afternoon to help clear up. The vicar finally thanked everyone for taking part and fervently hoped this event would not take place ever again.
Harry.
What?
I want you to do the Charge of the Light Brigade in the style of Murray Walker.
And here in the Valley of Death, there's 600 are lined up waiting for the flag. Lord Raglan in pole position, Lord Cardigan in the McLaren, and Nigel Mansell nowhere near born yet. The Cannon Williams volley and thunder, louder and louder, which reminds me, have you seen Nicky lately, James? No, Murray. Thank you, James, and they're off. I can see Raglan signalling to Cardigan, pull over. What a sensational start. Meow, meow, meow. That's me making those noises. Because there are no cars here. I'd like a... Two voices, not a penny extra. I'd like a pee, please, Bob. Thank you, James. And they are dead, hundreds of them, but there's no way Cardigan will fall off his horse. Oh, he's fallen off his horse!
Right, now, Willie, here's one for you. Will you please describe the beheading of Charles I in the style of an agony aunt?
Dear Charles I. It is, of course, so easy to be wise after the event. Though, of course, given the event, in your case, the reverse is probably true. When the head is severed from the body, wisdom tends to go straight out of the window. How sensible of you, though, to take my advice and wear 3 shirts. It was foolish of you, however, to ignore my best suggestion, not to turn up. So you were pig ignorant before and during the event, and even more so afterwards. But then again, you have a descendant of the same name who talks to lupins. And is constantly writing to me, "What a family, love, Auntie Will."
And finally, Graeme Garden, the Fire of London in the style of a Radio 4 continuity announcer.
Well, now, before the next programme, here is a road traffic report. The fire, which started late last night in Pudding Lane, is still out of control, and now covers most of the City of London. And, speaking of the city, you can hear an extended version of Moneybox with Louise Botting and Vincent Duggleby at 11:30 on Monday morning. With thousands of Londoners fleeing from the blaze, the roads leading out of the city are at a standstill, with tailbacks stretching right out to the Hanger Lane gyratory system. Well, St. Paul's Cathedral may have gone up in smoke, but there are some glum faces at Brookfield Farm.
Okay, teams, now here's a cultural round. With its many strange historical customs and traditions, Britain must at times appear a puzzling place for first-time visitors to these shores. In this next round, teams, I'd like you please to act as tour guides around a particular item of British heritage to an assorted group of inexperienced foreign tourists. We're going to start with you, Willie and Tim. Will you please give a tour of the British Museum?
Museum.
The lips gone. When you enter the reading room, there will be a hushed sense of expectancy, so perhaps you'd like to sing your favourite national song, and when they want you to sing a little bit louder, they'll go, shh.
A useful phrase for those whose English is no use at all, when in the reading room, is "Ear cock, where's the filthy stuff?" We also have one of the largest collections of Egyptian mummies in the world. Please take one.
I'm now going up to one of the attendants here. You can just ask him how to play Elgin Marbles. He'll show you.
Here is the Rosetta Stone.
Oh, so it is.
You won't believe, when you try it out with 2 or 3 friends, just how high it bounces.
And now, if you'd like to show your backing for democracy, perhaps you'd like to add your signature to the Magna Carta.
They've all gone now.
Right, Barry and Graham now. Will you please give us a tour of Madame Tussauds?
Well, could you ask your wife to move about a bit, sir? We're stock taking.
Enjoy a hilarious blindfold game of pin the eyelashes on Barbara Cartland.
Now, the Duchess of York isn't in here, madam. We've melted her down to make Shakespeare's sister.
Interested in DIY? Why not rearrange Michael Jackson?
I don't know, sir. It's either Ringo Starr or Yasser Arafat. I don't know.
Kindly refrain from hanging your hats on the Chippendales exhibit.
Is that it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good.
More than someone.
Now to a round which takes as its subject those delightful rhymes we were all taught in the nursery. Though many of these rhymes may appear to us today as little more than nonsense, they are in fact full of useful tips for the age in which they were written. One such rhyme, for example, is a stern warning against the consequences of placing sleeping babies in the upper branches of trees during windy weather. Another paints a disturbing picture of domestic life in a shoe for a single parent with too many children. Teams, I'd like you please to suggest some suitable amendments to well-known nursery rhymes to make them more relevant to life as we know it today. Barry.
Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck and the mouse came out in sympathy.
Willie.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get a poor dog a bone. When she got there, the cupboard was bare, so she fitted a mobile phone.
The modern version of that would be Mother Teresa went to the freezer.
Graham, have you got anything to say?
Yes, I have, Humphrey.
Oh, good.
There was a crooked man, and he walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence against a crooked stile. He bought a crooked cat, which caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together till he fell off his yacht.
I'm the king of the castle, and you're a dirty rascal. I'm a big fat banker, and you're a little customer.
Is that all?
Simple Simon wore a Walkman going to the fair. Said Simple Simon to the pieman, "What?"
Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs, in his nightgown, in and out of houses and along seaside piers, and when they finally catch him, he should get 10 years.
Sing a song at £483,000.
Half a pound of tuppenny rice, half a pound of treacle. Whoops, I've spilt them on your head. I'm Jeremy Beadle.
Oh, dear.
No more? Okay, well, let's go on now. Our next round is a musical one in which I'd like you teams to intone the lyrical refrain of one particular vocal composition while simultaneously pursuing the melodic line of a dissimilar piece. In other words, one song to the tune of another. You can use Colin Sell if you think it'll be of any help. You might even ask him to accompany you on the piano. Tim.
Oh, hello.
You're going to sing the words of She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain to the tune of Dance of the Hours.
Less.
She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Singing aye aye, yippee yippee, I singing aye aye, yippee yippee, I singing aye aye, yippee aye, aye.
Over to you now, Willie, with the words of Maisie Dotes and Dozy Dotes to the tune of There'll Be Bluebirds Over the White Cliffs of Dover.
Maisie Dotes and Dozy Dotes and little lambsy Divey a kiddly Divey too. Yes, Maisie Dotes and Dozy Dotes and little lamb. See, darling, a kiddly dog, they too and you if the words sound queer and funny to your ear, a little bit jumbled, driving.
sing. Let's eat oats and don't eat oats and ale. Let me highly committee.
Brings it all back, doesn't it? Graeme, now, will you sing the words of I've Got a Lovely Bunch of Coconuts to the tune of the theme from Swan Lake?
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. There they are, standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. Give 'em a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Every ball you throw will make me rich. There stands me wife, the I love me life, singing roll a ball, a penny a peach. That's enough of that.
Barry, now, you're going to sing the words of Elvis's Love Me Tender to the theme tune from The Archers.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Do you think a jacuzzi's viable, Caroline?
Right, with all to play for, we go on to a game called Close Quotes. I shall give you, each of you, the first half of a well-known saying or quotation, which I'd like you to complete. Points will be deducted for correct answers. Tim, you're going to start this one, flushed with success. Pride comes before
Pride comes before of lions.
Didn't understand that. Barry, here's yours. Blood is thicker than?
Caliber.
Graeme, now, if you want a thing done well...
Leave it in the microwave overnight.
Very true.
Willie, if the mountain will not come to Muhammad...
They'll probably slap a fatwa on it.
I'd like to disassociate myself from that.
I wasn't even here.
Hey, Tim, here's another one for you. A swarm of bees in May is worth a load of hay, but a swarm in July...
Isn't.
Barry, will you complete Too Many Cooks?
On television.
Graeme, cleanliness is next to...
Impossible.
And finally, Willie, Rome was not built in...
Norway.
Anyway, I'll throw it open now. Anybody got any more?
One swallow does not make an orgy.
There's no smoke without flatulence.
Give a thief enough rope and he'll run off with it.
When the cat's away, the mice will use the flap.
If you can't beat 'em, what's the point of teaching?
Okay, any more? Right. Now we have a round.
Well, have no fury, like Mrs. Bradley of 43 the Glebe Orpington.
Anyway, that's nearly all for this week. There's just time, I think, for a swift round of Ornithologist Film Club. Teams, I'd like you, please, to suggest some films likely to be popular with an audience of birdwatchers. And Barry, we're going to start with you.
The Outlaw Josie Quails. 9.5 Beaks.
The Forbidden Gannet. All Quiet on the Crested Grebe.
Dan Quayle in Cuckoo's Talking.
Sean Canary in License to Trill. Back to the Vulture. There's a gull in my soup.
Turn of the Screw.
The Maltese Ptarmigan.
Duck Tracy.
Moby Tit. Waders of the Lost Ark.
The Sound of E-Music.
Musical vein, Cole Porter's Anything Goose.
Another musical, The Merry Wigeon.
Pied Wagtails of the Unexpected.
Steve McQueen in Pull It.
Hudson Hawk. That was a real turkey.
Oh, What a Lovely Warbler. The Last of the Red Hot Plovers.
Nightjar on Elm Street. My Left Coot. And anything starring Joan Collins. Apparently she's seen a cockatoo.
Right, that's all we have time for. Join us again next time. From all of us here, goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden and Willie Rushton were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sells setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith.